Yo, what's up everyone, it's me, Kenny, back with another cooking video. I look and sound kinda tired today, so sorry about the energy is not up like normal. I just got a a cold yesterday, so I feel kinda lightheaded and tired. But the grind didn't stop, so still filming. I feel a little bit better now because I took some 5 minutes medicine already. And today we are going to cook bánh canh Tráng Bàng. Tráng Bàng is my dad's side. Well, that's where he born. So I eat the dish quite a bit of time, so I decided to cook it. And also I'm craving it. And bánh canh is these like chewy, thick, and transparent looking. No, white looking. Initially, I was about to buy these in store, but I called my aunt and asked which brand I should buy, and she was like I could just buy her some flour and bring it home and so she can make it. So she will make it today, and I will have it for the video. That's one of the plus of having technically a chef. But she was cooking for like 20 plus years. Like she made a lot of homemade stuff, and I learned a lot from her too.
There are only two main parts in this dish, the broth and the bánh canh. I would say both are as important as the other. They complement each other well when we make them right. Let's start with the preparation for the broth. Start by peeling some red carrot and white radish. I used 3 carrots and 1 white radish. Then I cut them into different sizes. Half a radish and 1 carrot into big pieces so they can go into the pot together for the whole time for that broth flavor. And the rest into bite size so they can go into the pot later just to cook to a good temperature to eat. Since if they all go in at the same time, the small pieces of carrot and the radish are going to be mushy from the broth being cooked for a long period of time. With that is half a white onions and the protein part, which is the pork hock. I have 2 types for today's video, particularly requested by my current 7 years friend, the one who got me into playing basketball. He is a Golden State Warrior and Stephen Curry fan, currently taken. 1 bone-in and the no-bone fillet pork hock. For the bone-in one, we don't really need to do anything, but for the no-bone fillet piece, I will first trim the piece so it is an even shape, then lightly season them with some chicken bouillon powder, then roll it with the help of this string to tie it up so it can keep its shape when getting cooked. In the small pot with water and some salt, turn the heat on to heat up the water. Put the bone-in and the no-bone pork hock into the small pot so we can poach the pork to clean them and get rid of the smell. During the waiting time for the water to poach the pork, we can thinly slice some green onions and shallot for garnish. Then in a small pan with some oil, turn the heat on to heat up the oil and put the shallot into the pan, stir them around then into a small bowl, it wait to be used for garnish. After the pork are being poached, take them out, rinse with cold water to prevent the pork from overcooked and keep the skin QQ. This is the term that I learned from the Worth It show. It represents the chewiness and the softness at the same time. Next is to cook the broth into a big pot filled with water, enough for the water to be above the pork so that can be cooked evenly. I don't have another pot size, so I'm sorry for the view. I'll get a new pot after this, so don't worry about future videos. Then into the pot are the big piece of carrot, white radish, and the half white onions. The small pieces of carrot and radish go in later for the last 15 minutes of the broth cooking time. The bone-in pork hock, the no-bone pork hock, and we can lightly season the broth first with some chicken bouillon powder, some salt and sugar. We can later add more. It's all about adjusting and tasting to your liking. Later I add some more sugar, more chicken bouillon powder, some salt, and finally when the broth taste is good, turn up the heat, add some fish sauce for that Vietnamese taste and aroma. For the bone-in pork hock, take them out into small pot filled with ice and water to keep the skin QQ and the meat part to stay hydrated. With the no-bone one, slide them, put them onto a plate, and then everything is ready to be served. Eating time! And dipping sauce is just some chili and straight up just fish sauce.
Just a little bit. And some lemon juice. Usually I don't use that much chili because my spice tolerance is not that good, okay? The fish cake I just add this because I just feel like add a topping. Usually this traditional one doesn't have it, but I just like it. So I mean it's Kenny cooking, not traditional Vietnamese cooking, you know what I mean? The way I eat, you can tell it's really difficult. It's not because it's bad. The food is really good, but just I play intramural basketball for my college team, and one of the guy in the other team elbowed me when he driving in. I was bleeding really bad, but I keep playing because that Kobe mentality. You know what I mean? Okay, here's the chewy noodle that I talked to you about. The color is white. Dip in the sauce. Make sure you subscribe and like the videos, please, and share it and comment whatever y'all wanted me to cook. I tried to cook carbonara last week. It was alright. The consistency, the sauce is alright, but it's Italian. So if y'all want me to do anything, cook anything, leave the link below. Also, y'all could watch my tournament, but I suck.